thank you, Cheryl, for creating such a beautiful, and Shira for creating such a beautiful space for us to come into. We're going to continue in this spirit of meditative energy with some songs that will hopefully help us to continue this beautiful energy, and reminding us that our theme for this month is giant gentleness. So we'll start off with a song by Karen Drucker called Gentle With Myself. And I'm going to sing each phrase twice, so please sing along with me when you start to hear. I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself, and I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself, and I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. I will be tender with my heart. I will be tender with my heart, and I will hold my heart like a newborn baby child. Sing with us. I will be tender with my heart. I will be tender with my heart, and I will hold my heart like a newborn baby child. And I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. And I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. I will be easy on myself. I will be easy on myself, and I will love myself like a newborn baby child. I will be easy. I will be easy on myself. I will be easy on myself, and I will love myself. And I will love myself as a newborn baby child. Right, Scott? And I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. And I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself. And I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself. And I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. I will be tender with my heart. I will be tender with my heart. I will be tender with my heart. And I will hold my heart. I will hold my heart like a newborn baby child. I will be easy on myself. I will be easy on myself. I will be easy on myself. And I will love myself. And I will love myself as a newborn baby child. I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself. And I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. And I will rock myself. And I will rock myself like a newborn baby child. And I will hold myself. And I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. And I will love myself. And I will love myself like a newborn baby child. We will and we can, and I hope you will. So I don't know about you, but I've been really waiting for the spring, and it's like, it's coming!
Spring is coming.
It's coming! And so yesterday when it started to rain again, I decided that I was going to be grateful, and I was going to be thankful, and I was going to celebrate the fact that there's rain coming, because when there's rain coming, all the green things get real happy. And I don't know if you know, there's a wonderful mystic named Hildegard of Bingen. She's one of my favorites, 12th century German mystic. She was a musician, a composer, an illuminator, a scientist, an amazing being. And she talked about the spiritual path as greening, that each of us can be greening with life. And when we're greening with life, then we can share our fruit with all of creation. So we're going to sing some words. Some from a dear friend who I haven't seen in a while, Alice D. Maselli. And then we're going to add Hildegard of Bingen. So they may be words slightly different than you've learned them, but this is how I learned them, so this is how we're doing them today. So. We are thankful for the rain coming down. We are thankful for the rain coming down. Thankful for the green trees. Thankful for the green trees coming from the ground. Thankful for this new paradise we found. Thankful for the rain coming down. And we are greening with life. We share our fruits with all of creation. We are greening with life. We share our fruits with all of creation. And we're thankful for the rain coming down. Thankful for all of creation. We are greeting with life. We share our fruits with all of creation. And we're thankful for the rain coming down. Thankful for the green trees coming from the ground. Thankful for the new paradise we found. Thankful for the rain coming down. We are greeting with life. We share our fruits with all of creation. We are greeting with life. We share our fruits with all of creation. And we're thankful for the rain coming down. Thankful for the green trees coming from the ground. Thankful for the new paradise we found. Thankful for the rain coming down. All right, beautiful. Y'all sound beautiful. So welcome, if you not already feel welcome, to our Sunday celebration here at CSL. My name is Gitanjali Lori Rivera. My pronouns are she and her. My people come from the British Isles and from Puerto Rico. We are here. I am your minister of music, and I'm joined with these amazing people here today. Look at this full house of musicians. So we're going to, I feel like we've already started, but we're going to continue by celebrating the spirit that is in this place. And you know you can get up and move around and sing and do all the things. You already know that, but just in case you needed permission, consider it given. Here we go.
1, 2, 3,
Have come together as a family. We have come here as Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And take this moment to move around the room, say hello to everyone that you know, say hello to people that you don't know. Give love, give hugs, and be sure to say hello to all the wonderful people on Facebook and YouTube this morning. The Spirit is in this place.
Good morning. Good morning on this gentle, gigantic morning. A grand rising and welcome everyone to our Sunday celebration service here at Center for Spiritual Living Santa Cruz. If you haven't already, please make sure your phones are on silent. A special welcome to those viewing us on YouTube and Facebook. We are so pleased you chose to join us this morning. And whether you are here in person or viewing online, welcome to the center. My name is Molly Salins, my pronouns are she and her, and my people come from Germany and Russia. And we have a very special morning planned for you. We have Chaplain Cheryl Stromstead-Snyder leading our spiritual practice, and practitioner Shira Stone is holding us all in prayer throughout service. Our musical muses today are our CSL band with our minister of music, Gitanjali Laura Rivera, and the voice of Valerie Byrne, Lauren Detchenberg on the keys, Stock Norgren on sax, and Brian Quinn on bass, and Michael Santa Cruz on percussion with our featured musician, Beth Freewoman. And our message will be delivered through our beloved Reverend Elijah Christopher. And this week is Birthday Sunday. If you were born in April, we want to celebrate you. Song and cake will be served toward the end of our social hour. Stay later today and every second Sunday for Spirit Sounding Through Us with Shira Stone, and then the Felton Kirtan Circle after that. That's all today, by the way. And that's just today. There's so much more happening here, like Monday meditation, body awakening, yoga, body-wise, and qigong. We could talk all day. So instead, bring your sleeping bags. No, so instead, stay up to date with everything by signing up for our weekly e-news, and check out our Facebook for daily happenings, or visit our website at cslsantacruz.org to see our full calendar. And hop into spring classes. Synthesis Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 start this week. Chapter 1, Introduction to Synthesis, begins Wednesday, April 17. Chapter 1 is where your synthesis journey begins. In this multi-model 9-week class, we explore the Synthesis 4 Worlds model and the basic concepts and practices that make up the synthesis process. And Chapter 2, Exploring Ritual Living, begins Thursday, April 18th. In Chapter 2, we explore the 13 elements of ritual and delve deeper into the synthesis process. Here, we're invited to look at your life's daily activities and ask yourself if your general tendencies, habits, and routines are supporting or hindering you in making progress in the direction of your dreams. You got to take these classes. For more information and to register, visit synthesiscollective.org. And register today for Finding Freedom Within a Spiritual Psychology for Everyday Living with Amy Chen Mills. World of Form with more great, this Saturday, on a week from this coming Saturday, on April 20th, Finding Freedom Within is about navigating the world of form with more grace and ease. This grace and ease comes about when we appreciate more deeply our core piece. This half-day introductory course will cover the essential components of a spiritual psychology for everyday living, which is a 6-week course beginning May 2nd, based on simple psycho-spiritual principles that help explain the human experience from the inside out. This course is for activists, helpers, and change agents, and offers a simple route to grounding in the face of current global changes and accessing wisdom and right action. Wow. Thank you, Amy. Share your gifts. If you want to step into service here at CSL Santa Cruz, there are endless opportunities to get involved. We need 2 to 4 parking coordinators to assist all of us in parking in our very full lot. If interested, see Becky after service or send an email to becky@cslsantacruz.org. As a reminder for those who find our lot full when you arrive, the Animal Shelter Benefit Shop has offered their lot for overflow parking. Please do not block the garage doors on their building. Practitioners and ministers are available for prayer after service. Whether you have a heavy heart, something to celebrate, or just want to receive, it is their joy to pray with you. You can also place prayer requests in the prayer box in the foyer or email prayer@cslsantacruz.org. And those prayers really work. And I'm going to end this at the announcements with a poem on gigantic gentleness that came through for me just the other day. And it's called Be a Whale. Dear God, fury quakes through my whole body, my skin cracked, my cells shaking. How dare my friend judge me through a text? That's it, I scream. She's full of spite. There's no talking with her. And God says this, beloved, you are drowning between the plates way below your salty storm. She is drowning between hers. You don't have to excuse or apologize or be nice. Find your kindness. It is always flowing back and forth, receiving and receding, receiving and receding. The oceans are not divided. The love beat of your heart is heard by whales from one end of the sea to the other, calling and responding, whale to be a whale. Feel the limitless shore of your own love boundary. Only your judgments separate. And now I would like to invite Cheryl up for our community readings and prayer.
Good morning. Good morning. Wow, it's always so wonderful to look out and see these beautiful faces here. It just feels wonderful. So I'm Cheryl Strumstead Snyder. I'm the chaplain and spiritual practitioner here at the center, one of the many. and I've come from Scandinavian roots. My Scandinavian ancestors decided to go to North Dakota. And so that's the cold country from which I left and came to warm country in California in 1987. So this is home for me. Very glad to be here this morning. And let's go together and read our mission, vision, and purpose statement. Our mission is to provide spiritual tools for personal and global transformation. Our purpose is to awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence. Our vision is a world that works for everyone and all life on earth. We are a community dedicated to possibility. Our inclusion statement that is written by all Centers for Spiritual Living. We stand with all of the Centers for Spiritual Living around the world, grounded in the knowing that the teachings of Ernest Holmes speak directly to liberty, equality, equity, inclusion, human rights, compassion, safety, self-determination, and spiritual living. Yes. For that reason, we are unambiguously in support of the lives of Black, Indigenous, and people of color. Yes. We are unambiguously in support of gender equity and equality. Yes. Unambiguously in support of LGBTQI+ lives. Yes. And unambiguously in support of women being sole decision makers about their lives, well-being, dignity, and choices. Yes. Please take a moment now to feel the ground beneath your feet. And so we begin this morning by acknowledging that the land on which we gather is the unceded territory of the Awaswas-speaking Upi tribe, the Ama Mutsun tribal band. Please join me in a moment of silence to honor the ancestral and current struggles of the original people of this land. Thank you. There's a man by the name of Timber Hawkeye who has rewritten the prayer of St. Francis of Assisi, which is one of my favorite prayers. And I'm going to read it in his style today because I believe this is more in line with the thinking processes that we have in our spiritual living philosophy that we live here. Lord, I am an instrument of peace. Where there is hatred within, I shall sow love. Where there is injury within, pardon. Where there is doubt within, faith. Where there is despair within, hope. Where there is darkness within, light. Where there is sadness within, joy. O divine Master, I shall not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to understand and to be understood, or to be loved as to love. For it's in giving that we receive. It's in pardoning or forgiving ourselves that we are pardoned or forgiven. It is in dying to our illusion of a separate self that we are born to eternal life. Take a deep breath and release it. Sweet Spirit, Mother, Father, God, how grateful we are to recognize the truth of who we are as spiritual beings in human form. That instead of beseeching, oh God, where art thou, we have that strength and that power and that wisdom within ourselves. That we are already the change being that we're looking for. that we are peace, that we call peace from within ourselves so that it moves out from us. For we cannot claim peace if we are not peace. We cannot claim love if we are not love. We cannot claim light if we are not light. And so at this moment, in this very moment, for each one of us here, I claim that we are all of that and so much more. That infinite wisdom and power and presence for good that is in all of the universe is who we are, right here and right now. That is that deep yes that resides within us. That is that key that unlocks the door to our recognition of the truth of who we are, the recognition of our talents and our skills and our abilities, the recognition that we have choice, that we always have choice in how we respond and react in every situation. Sweet Father, Mother God, thank you for the multiple blessings that are poured upon this community, on every single person who comes in this door. We don't care where they come from, what they look like. We know love, unconditional love in this place. We know the truth of good is the truth of who we are. We are so blessed. We are so grateful. And we thank you, God, right here and right now. And so it is. Amen.
Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Said, ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. It's the power of love, yeah. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. We don't know what's coming, but we can help shape what's ahead. With kindness as our currency, the commonwealth is in our hands. So give a little, or give a lot, don't stop. A helping hand makes the world go round. There's more than enough. Say, ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. It's the power of love, yeah. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Let's sing that again, because it sounds so good when you sing it. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. It's the power of love, yeah. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Honey bee serves sweetness only to help the world bloom. Bringing love to the flower, from the flower to the fruit, we can earn a thing or two. So give a little, or give a lot, don't stop. A helping hand makes the world go round. There's more than enough. I believe. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. It's the power of love, yeah. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Sing it, sing it, sing it, sing it again. Say, ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of
the power of love. Yeah. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love.
Hey everyone, yes! I'm so excited. I'm going to read something that will contextualize this song that I'm singing, which was a song written by Donald Lawrence from a scripture in the Old Testament. And I'm going to read it to you now. I had it all queued up. And then there it was. Okay. All right. It's the prayer of Jabez. So Jabez cried out to the God of Israel, "Oh, that you would bless me and enlarge my territory. Let your hand be with me and keep me from harm so that I will be free from pain." And God granted his request. And so this is a reading. Analyzing it. I have often wondered why this brief bio and prayer got highlighted amidst 9 chapters of the people of Israel. It seems out of place. Why is this one man set apart? There are elements we find in Jabez's prayer that I believe are the qualities we need in our lives to live an above-average life of faith. Jabez prayed, "Lord, I want to do something significant with my life." So he asks God to please bless me and enlarge my territory. Jabez left it totally up to God to decide what the blessings would be and where and when and how Jabez would receive them. I believe he was praying that God would expand his influence so he can make a greater impact on the world. So that's the context for these lyrics that I will be singing. So I just wanted to put that. It's not a materialistic demand for enlarging my territory. It's not a neo-colonial or very old colonial. So I really want to clarify that. And let's go. Bless me, oh Lord, bless me indeed, enlarge my territory, oh Lord, bless me indeed.
I pray for increase.
Bless me indeed.
I pray for increase.
Increase, increase, oh Lord, bless me indeed, enlarge my territory, oh Lord, bless me indeed.
I pray for increase.
Bless me indeed. Keep your hand upon me, that ego cannot harm me. Sunshine and rain, sickness and pain, God, I only come to you. Enlarge my territory. Enlarge my territory. Oh Lord, bless me indeed.
I pray for increase.
Bless me indeed.
for increase.
You bless me
I
indeed.
pray for increase. I pray for
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, good morning again. If you don't know me, my name is Reverend Elisha Christopher. I'm the spiritual director here at the center. I use they and them pronouns, and my ancestors immigrated to this country from Ireland, Scotland, Austria, and Holland, and they're actually from all over the world, and some from this country originally. But let us begin with a few breaths. Exhale first, let it all out, and take a deep breath in. And let it go. Yeah, do that again. Breathe in. Let it go. One more deep breath. Breathe in. And let go. So over the course of this year in our Centers for Spiritual Living, our theme is a grand rising. Right, we're in this year, we have this theme of inviting us to really be part of that which is rising up in the world, that which is evolving, that which is new, that which is coming forward. And this month, the theme we're exploring is giant gentleness. And a few weeks ago for my birthday, Jason and I were in Ashland, and we got to have dinner with my teacher and friend, Dr. Jean Houston, and her teaching partner, Peggy Rubin. And both of these women are approaching their 90s. They are powerful, global spiritual teachers who have been teaching and doing magnificent work in the world for decades. And at dinner, I got to ask both of them, I said, so you all have been teaching for longer than I've been alive. What would you say is the core of your philosophy? And so Peggy Rubin said her philosophy is embody joy. The whole of her teaching, right there. Jean Houston said that the sum of her teaching is, you are part of the great wholeness. Yeah. So the next night, Jason and I were at dinner, and I said, well, you're the closest person to me. You've been listening to me talk for over 10 years now. What do you think the core of my message is? And Jason thought for a second, and he said, you are God. Act like it. Yeah, which I think is it. That's the message. You are God, act like it. Right? And the thing that I love about that as an invitation for all of us, right, we have this philosophy here that says God is all that there is. There is one great oneness, there is one consciousness, there is one being. It is looking through my eyes, it is looking through your eyes. It is that presence that is living and breathing in everyone and everything. Right? So not only you are God, but so is everybody else. And that's where the spiritual practice comes in. Right? Because it's one thing for me to claim it and know it for myself and be gentle with myself in all the ways that I need to be gentle with myself. The real spiritual practice often comes in when we get to interact with each other. Right? There's all of these gods running around in the world trying to act like it, remember their truth, and be who they're here to be. And then in the process, we all come bumping up into each other. Right? And so there's this invitation with this idea of giant gentleness. To be in the practice of looking for that presence, that divinity in each and every person we interact with. Right? You've heard me say this 1,000 times. What would the world look like? How would you act if in every interaction, if in every conversation, with every person you meet, you were looking for the presence of the divine? You were looking for God. Right, Molly, thank you for that poem this morning about those moments when we get that reaction, those words, that something that hurts from someone else, and it immediately might cause us some pain. but then to remember perhaps there's something going on the other side. What does that giant gentleness look like when we're holding each other in the stuff, in the pain, in the tension, right? That in order for us to be in the practice of looking for God, it means that we have to hold each other as such. So take a deep breath and let go. And just think for a moment about the ways that first you might need to be gentle with yourself. What is that voice inside of your head that might need to be quieted sometimes? Right? Because first, there's no way we're going to give that grace and love to each other unless we first practice it with ourselves. Right? What does your self-love practice look like? How forgiving are you with you? I heard in a meeting earlier this week, my friend Rev Bev, who you're going to meet shortly, she said something that has stuck in my mind all week long. And she said, "What if you were more than the worst thing you've ever done?" I know, right? But what if you were more than that reaction? What if you were more than that harsh word you spoke? What if you were more than that self-criticism? What if you were more than whatever it is that you think is wrong with you? Because the truth is you are. You are more than that. Each one of us is more than that. And so we need to take that lens with us into the world and remember that every time we or someone else misspeaks or trips over us or we hurt each other's feelings, what if I or the other was more than that? Right? And we live in this very silly world at the moment that wants to punish everyone and everything for every misspoken word or fumble that we make. We live in this time of cancel culture, right? Which is unforgiving, right? And the thing about this giant gentleness is that we actually have to learn how to forgive. We have to learn how to be graceful. We have to learn how to be gentle, not only with ourselves, but truly with each other. And to remember that if we believe, I believe, if you believe, that love is the greatest force in the universe, then love is the thing that can overcome all obstacle. Love is the thing that can create any healing that we need. Love is the thing that will allow us to forgive anything that needs to be forgiven. Right? Because any time we push against anything, what do we get more of? The thing we're pushing against. Right? And so we try to extinguish hate with hate and war with war and crime with punishment and all of these things, and yet all we get is more of the problem. And when we want to extinguish something from existence, we have to create something larger in order to do that. The problem is, when we want to attack hate with hate or war with war, we have to create more hate and more war, a bigger hate, a bigger war, a bigger evil in order to combat the evil that we are trying to extinguish. Right? In order to end World War II and stop Hitler and the Nazis, we created the atom bomb. We extinguished an evil, but we created an even bigger one. Right? Look what's happened in Israel and Gaza. Think about it. Every time we try to push against, we create more of that which we are pushing against. So let us be the place of giant gentleness. Let us be the place of love. Let each one of our hearts and minds be the place where we bring that great, magnificent love into the world that can overcome anything. Right? Think of the great, gentle power of water. Right? Water can run across the surface of the land, gently streaming and flowing, and in its great power, it can carve out the Grand Canyon. Right? What if each one of us walked through the world as water, as love, as giant gentleness, so that everything that comes our way, we have the capacity, the ability to flow around it, to move with it, to lift it up, to be the place where something new is being created. Yeah? So take another deep breath on that. What would it look like for you today to embrace this giant gentleness, to embrace the love that you truly are, to move through the world like water? What if in this community, what if in your relationships, what if in your family, that love was able to flow through you so that you could move in and through all of the interactions and relationships that each one of us has with that sense of grace and ease? And when you become the place of gracefulness, you become the healer in the lives of people around you. Because when we show up with the love, when we show up with the grace, when we show up with the gentleness, we set the example. But also that lifts people up. When people feel seen, when people feel loved, when people feel acknowledged for more than their mistakes, when we choose to see their divinity, we become the mirror that can reflect that truth back to them. Right? So take another breath. I want to remind you of our Centers for Spiritual Living global vision. And I'll remind you that Centers for Spiritual Living has this statement that we have written. We've been holding it for over a decade now. And it is our vision of the world that we want to see, the world that we want to live in. And imagine how giant gentleness might be the pathway to get us there. So listen to this. Maybe close your eyes, take a deep breath in. Our global vision for Centers for Spiritual Living. We envision all people, all beings, and all life as expressions of God. We see a world in which each and every person lives in alignment with their highest spiritual principle, emphasizing unity with God and connection with each other. A world in which individually and collectively we are called to a higher state of consciousness and action. We envision humanity awakening to its spiritual magnificence and discovering the creative power of thought. A world where each and every person discovers their own creative power and ability to create an individual life that works within a world that works for everyone. We envision a world in which we live and grow as one global family that respects and honors the interconnectedness of all life. A world where this kinship with all life prospers and connects through the guidance of spiritual wisdom and experience. We envision a world where personal responsibility joins with social conscience in every area of the political, corporate, academic, and social sectors, providing sustainable structures to further the emerging global consciousness. We envision a world where each and every person has enough food, a home, and a sense of belonging, a world where peace and harmony, enfranchisement, and justice. We envision a world in which our resources are valued, cared for, and grown, and where there is a generous and continuous sharing of these resources. We envision a worldwide culture in which forgiveness is the norm. We envision a world which has renewed its emphasis on beauty, nature, and creativity and love through the resurgence of art and aesthetics. We envision a world that works for everyone and for all of creation. And so I read you that today because I want to remind you that one of our practices here at the center is that we are a tithing community, and that 10% of everything that you give us, we give back to the community and to the world to seed this global vision. And we look to local organizations in our community who are doing this work. And I wanted to take a portion of my talk time today to introduce you to my friend, Reverend Beverly Brooke, or Rev Bev, who has a ministry here called Prophets of Hope. Is that correct? Prophets of Hope. And it is a prison ministry. And they are, in my view, Rev Bev and the Prophets of Hope are a powerful example of what giant gentleness looks like in action. So I'm going to invite Rev Bev up, and she's going to tell you a little bit about what they do. There you go. Thank you.
So in my home, whenever we criticize someone or make a judgment, we have to say, comma, just like me. So when you come home and say, oh, you should have seen that guy, you ran the red light, and I almost hit, just like me. So the last time I was here, I was dressed up as Weird Barbie. Weird Christian Barbie. So you can imagine today I thought, ooh, should I dress up again? I was here for the Jewish festival Purim. And Rabbi Eli, we call him Eli the elder, Eli the younger. And Rabbi Paula always have a theme for Purim, and you can talk to me about that later, but they came as Ken and Barbie and asked me to come as something as a Christian, and so I came as Weird Barbie. I have pictures, just in case. Can we be in the spirit of prayer or meditation, whatever you're comfortable with? Take a deep breath. Grandmother God, we thank you for being with us this day. We know that you walk this journey of life with us, and yet so often we forget to turn to you. This day, wrap your quilt of comfort and love around our shoulders as we talk about your children and their families who are incarcerated. In your many names we pray. Amen. My pronouns are she, her, and my ancestors came from Iowa and Fresno. I'm sure European something, Scotland something is there. So Reverend Eli told me I had 2 to 3 minutes until this morning. Then he said I had 7 to 10. That throws me off, because it's like, okay, down and dirty, get it out there, and we're good to go. But now it's like, whew, story time. So a few years ago, in our county, there was a young man who was accused of taking a young girl's life. At the time, we had our jail ministry team, but there was going to be a hearing called a transfer hearing. Should this 15-year-old be charged as an adult? And so they have a hearing where all the details about this young man, his family, his crime, anything that they can find, they bring it to the court, and it's a transfer hearing. So the jail ministry team, which we call Prophets of Hope, I asked them to come to the transfer hearing and sit and listen. Didn't have to come every day. It was about 6 weeks, but not every day, but most days of the week. You could sit on either side. You could sit behind the young man who was accused, or you could sit on the side of the victim's family. It didn't matter. It was like this woman here. Sorry, I don't know your name, who's praying for us. We were just going to be witnesses. We met almost every week together to talk about what we were listening to, what we were hearing. It was devastating on all levels. The end result was that he was going to be charged as an adult, although the laws have since changed, and he's back in the juvenile system. But at that time, he was in county jail. So I went to see him after the decision was made that he was going to be charged as an adult. I had met this young man the day he was arrested. So I'd known him for a while. So when I went to see him, he said, "So now what?" What do you mean, so now what? "Well, now you know everything about me. Will you still come to see me? And if so, why?" Now, the first answer was easy, but the why? Why was I? And that was the question that stayed with me, that I brought back to our jail ministry team. Why do we do what we do? Faithfully, showing up, which is actually the most important thing, is we show up. So 20-some years ago, one of the staff at Juvenile Hall asked that some churches come together and meet with the youth as a spiritual group. So there was a number of churches at that time that were involved. I was with the Methodist Church at that time, and we started going up we went every Sunday, but different churches would take different Sundays. And then I moved over to Peace United Church of Christ, and they had a small jail ministry team, and I brought my connections with Juvenile Hall to Peace, and we became the Prophets of Hope jail ministry team. And so just what we do is we go into the men's jail, the women's jail. We see women and men in the main jail. We go to Juvenile Hall, and we provide what some call a spiritual service, some call a faith service, because we are interfaith in our Prophets of Hope. So we have a Buddhist priest that comes in, we have former Catholics that come in, and we all bring our whole self. We call our Prophets of Hope a ministry of presence. We're there. We listen, we sing, we share stories, we walk their walk with them. We also support the family. So one of our volunteers, who volunteers up at Juvenile Hall but not in the main jail, started visiting a couple people when the young man got transferred to county jail. And she would visit maybe once or twice a month some of our people. And she came to me and she said, "You know, they treat families terribly." And I go, "What are you talking about?" She said, "Well, when I'm in the lobby, you have to be there an hour ahead of time. And then there's little kids, grandmas, grandpas visiting their loved ones. And it's just chaotic and nobody cares and there's nothing to do, but you have to be there an hour ahead of time." And I said, "Well, what's your vision?" And she said, "Well, I want to start a jail lobby ministry." I said, "That's great. I'll let you do it. I'll help you. What do you want to do?" And so she said, "I want to bring in good coffee. I want to bring in juice boxes. I want to bring in activities for the kids." And so she started the jail lobby ministry as part of Prophets of Hope. So we go in. Unfortunately, she is moving to Idaho. Unfortunately, on all different levels, but she's moving to Idaho. And so she was doing it twice a month. We're at once a month now on Saturdays, but it's continuing. And so my husband and I, she was out of town during the holidays, so we did it. I had never done it before because she was just so in charge of it. But it was just heartwarming because like this one lady, I'll never forget, she came in, she signed in, she got a cup of coffee, she grabbed a muffin, she goes, "I'll be back." She left. She had no makeup on when she signed in. Then an hour later, she comes back all decked out, beautiful makeup, and she goes, "I'm seeing my honey now." And it was just like the coolest thing. Got her coffee, and I went to see her loved one. And so we support families in any way we can. We just put together with NAMI Kathy, who's here, who's a volunteer, and Corey, I know she attends here, is a volunteer. We put together a jail court community resource guide that I got into the lobby, and it's also on NAMI's website, just because families are totally lost when a loved one gets arrested. They don't know what to do, where to go. And then, let's see, about a year ago now, I got a call from Monarch Services. I don't know if you're familiar with Monarch, but they do a lot of domestic violence advocacy work. And they said, you know, we have women coming out of jail that have nothing. They're indigent. And she said they get arrested in these clothes. They're in jail for 2 or 3 months. And then they come out, and those are the clothes that they get in a black plastic bag. Here's your clothes. Could you put together some bags for them? So I reached out to a couple of churches and synagogues and got some donations. And so we put together these bags. These bags were donated by Temple Bethel. They had a conference in violence in 2020 and had a lot of bags left over. So we put these bags together, and we have hygiene products, sweats, everything's new for them. And the only thing we can't put in is shoes, which we've been asked to by the women, because they don't give any shoes when they're released, but except for the little plastic slipper-looking things. Yeah. So that's another one of our projects. We go, thank you. We also do advocacy. We have appeared many times in front of the Board of Supervisors for different things. We probably will be doing that because the sheriff wants to build a 500-bed new jail, and we think that they could take that $200 million and spend it on housing, substance abuse, and mental health. And if they did that, they wouldn't need a 500-bed facility, right? Yeah. So I'm just going down. We also have, at Christmas time, we've done this for 10 years, I believe. We purchase tamales for the youth at Juvenile Hall. So Christmas Eve or that weekend, we go up, and Kathy always has horchata and tamales and cookies, and we deck out the dining room and have a tamale dinner for our youth. Unfortunately, and we're working on this, most of our youth come from Watsonville, and so we always try to make it feel a little more like home for them. And one time, I think Kathy will remember, we eat with them, and we were sitting with them, and some kid looks down and he said, wow, this is just like a family. You know, it's like, yeah. So we know that not everybody can go in to the jail, maybe not comfortable with it or whatever reason, so we also have a prayer team. And so I post their prayer requests, people from jail or juvenile hall, what they're asking for, and then we have a prayer team that prays for them for that week or month, whatever. Lauren, right? Lauren, there you are. Lauren said, this is a small, Santa Cruz County is small, right? And I was thinking your comment that yesterday I was at the TED Talks. Anybody go to the Santa Cruz TED Talks yesterday? Say what? The TED Talks?
In Santa Cruz, yeah.
Yeah, it was at Cabrillo. It's like TED Talks, NPR TED Talks. Well, they have one in Santa Cruz, and one of my friends was speaking, and I just want to kind of promote the program. He spent 27 years incarcerated in the California State Prison System. He got out in 2018, started going to Cabrillo College. He had one family member that said he could come and live with them, It was his older brother who lived in Watsonville. He'd never been here. Started Cabrillo, graduated from Cabrillo, graduated in 2022 from UCSC. And now he's the program director of a new program called Rising Scholars at Cabrillo. And it is for incarcerated and previously incarcerated students and family members. Because we do know that it's not just the person incarcerated that is impacted, it's all the family. And so they give them Chromebooks and help them through the enrollment process and just keep them going. So I have brochures. I can see my time is up. I have brochures. I also have a sign-up sheet if you'd like to receive our newsletter, or if you might be interested in joining us in our jail ministry team. Thank you so much for having me.
So that's Rev Bev, everybody, with Prophets of Hope. And this is our fourth quarter tithe from last year. It's just over $1,000. I'm pretty sure this will buy lots of backpacks and tamales and cupcakes and all the things. So thank you so much. Love you. Thank you. So Beth, musicians, come on up. We're going to have another song, and then we're going to dive into prayer after that. So here we go.
Byers Beckwith in the house. There is a power, a presence, one life of all, and no other power can exist outside of the infinite. One love, there can only be God's love. Oh, yes, I know that I walk. Yes, I walk in the love of God. There is a wisdom, a knowing, a loving, and a truth. Whatever you need to know will come in God's way for you. Just say, until it shows, I'll pray, and I won't move until I know that I walk in the love of God. For the power and the glory and the love of God, it's everywhere. I can feel it. It's everywhere. I can see it. It's everywhere. And I know in my heart the power and the glory and the love of God is everywhere. I can feel it. It's everywhere. I can see it. It's everywhere. And I know in my heart, yes, I walk in the love of God. Scott. Amen.
Woo! Yeah. Take another deep breath. And so before we wrap up our morning, this is our opportunity for conscious giving. If you want to invest in this center and all that we're doing so that we can continue to invest in you and invest in the world, this is your opportunity to give. And so if you have a gift to give this morning, please bring that out. And as we all do this, place your hands on your heart. Repeat these words after me. For all that I am, for all that I have, for all that I give, for all that I receive, I am truly grateful.
You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. Is a blessing. Is a blessing to the world. Is a blessing to the world.
And so I invite us all to take another deep breath in. And if it's comfortable, close your eyes again. As I just speak this word, reminding each one of us that there is only one life, that there is one infinite being that is living and breathing throughout the entirety of the universe, and it is this one that I call God that is living and breathing as everyone, as everything, every when, everywhere, all the time, one life, one power, one presence, one heart beating in us all. So let us just hold this one truth that everyone who lives, everyone who breathes are manifestations of divinity, are manifestations of the life of the universe, are manifestations of the heart of God walking here on this earth. So let us remember this one truth first and foremost, that God is all that there is. And from that place of awareness, let that truth see through our eyes, let it hear through our ears, let it speak through our mouths, let it be the actions of our hands and of our feet in the world. Let us walk with giant gentleness. Let us remember the truth of who we are. Let us forgive ourselves. Let us forgive each other as we walk through the world together. Knowing that as each one of us opens our heart to allow the heart of the universe to move through us, we become a place where love reveals itself in the world. We become a place where healing happens. We become a place where new thoughts, where new possibilities emerge. And so I just speak a word for each one of us here today that we are rising into the people that we are meant to be, that there is something rising up from within our collective consciousness, within humanity on this earth right now that is calling us towards the greater, towards the more, towards the vision of who we could be when we remember that it is the divine who is looking back at us through every pair of eyes, hearing us through every pair of ears, being in every being. remembering that every life, no matter where they are born, no matter what side of any border they are on, we are one global human family. We are one life. So breathe in. And let us just bring all this energy we've cultivated here together today and bring it home for a moment of healing. So if there is anyone here in this space or online who's seeking healing in the physical body in any way, I invite you to stand up right now, if you are able, with your arms open wide, simply symbolizing that willingness to receive that template of divine wholeness washing over your physical form, reminding every cell, every facet, every function of the body how to be perfect, whole, and complete right now. If there's anyone here or online who's seeking healing in the areas of abundance, prosperity, or finances, I invite you to stand up right now, again with arms open wide, telling the universe, telling life, telling God that you are ready and willing to be sourced and supplied. May your territory be increased so that the who that you are, the gifts that you came here to bring, can be easily and effortlessly shared with the world. If there's anyone here or online who's seeking healing in the areas of love, relationships, or forgiveness, I invite you to stand up right now. Again, arms open wide, just expressing that willingness to let the love overflow, to let the love out, to let the love in, to remember that love is all that there is, that we are swimming in a sea of love itself. And so to any one of us and to all of us who are willing to walk with giant gentleness, to flow like water, to be the presence of love in the world, let us stand into this and say yes. Yes. And if there is anyone on your heart or in your mind that you want to include in this energy we have cultivated here together today, I invite you to speak their names out loud right now. And so what I know is that the only answer to every prayer is yes. And so in this moment, I just remind myself and each one of us that there is a power for good in this universe that is greater than we are. And yet it is who we are. Let us open. Let us get out of the way so that God can come through. Because I want to remind you today, my friends, and each one of us, you are God. Act like it. And so it is. So thank you, my friends, for celebrating with us this morning. Thank you, Rev Bev. Thank you to the CSL band, to Beth Freewoman, to Maggie and Susan in the back of the room, to Melanie online, to everybody who brought food today, to the friends in the kitchen. Stay for birthday Sunday. We've got one more song. We're going to sing and dance our way out of here. So here we go.
Many pray along the way. They don't stop to wonder what the world is coming to. They let something higher reveal the way to greater love, greater love. Yeah. So the truth is telling me, sing of liberation for the ones who are not free. Love can take us higher, reveal the way to greater love, yeah. So we let it wash over us, we let it take us higher, we let it make us kinder, we let it be, we let it early in the morning, we let it holds us together, we let it now and forever, we let it be, and we let it. Many cry along the way, walking through the sadness in a world that needs to know love can take us higher, reveal the way to greater love, greater, greater love. Still the truth is telling me love's the only answer, and to all humanity we can stay inspired, reveal the way to greater
like it.